Super Dave here with another exciting review, and tonight we're going to be looking at Evil-Lyn from the Masters of the Universe Revelation. And wow, she is looking great. There's Evil-Lyn on the side. There's that really neat box art. Check that out. Boy, I love these muscle tones that they're giving the women in these this new animated series in the toy line. And then look at the awesome artwork on the back. So cool. The other toys in this line, Wave 1, they've already announced Wave 2. Excited about that. There is that bio if you'd like to pause and read that. So let's break open our Evil-Lyn and check her out over here in our awesome set. All ready to go. Super Dave here with another Super Dave review. And here's our set as we get ready to look at Evil-Lyn this evening. This incredible, awesome Snake Mountain set that is here. And we're going to look at it in all its terror. And there she is. Wow. She is looking cool. And we're going to be looking right here in this awesome Snake Mountain set. There's our Revelation Skeletor we reviewed just the other day, and we're going to be looking at this amazing Evil-Lyn. Just check out the hordes of of evil villains that have lined up to meet and greet this Evil-Lyn. All right, let's go ahead and get started and look at her accessories. First accessory our Evil-Lyn comes with is her staff with like the crystal ball on the end, and it's the long staff. But she also comes, spoiler alert, with the short scepter now that it has been broken by Tila in the Revelation series on Netflix. So we have both of those, and it is a translucent material, which is really nice. And that is really cool. Gives that realism, kind of like some of the things we got with classics like Shadow Weaver and other women figures in MOTU Classic. So really cool accessory there. The next accessory our Evil-Lyn comes with is this little satchel, this purse item, and it was also in the series. She carries the butt end of the skull head end of the Havoc staff in here. Now, unfortunately, that Havoc staff topper head is ram's head is not going to fit inside of this satchel, and it does not open. But it has some nice effects to it. It has a little bit of red on the side, as though there's like a book or journal inside, and then it's just plain on this side, plain brown on that side. It's got the little handle there, but a really nice touch for her to be able to have that accessory to hang off her shoulder like in the series. And then Evil-Lyn comes equipped with like a spell casting hand there on her right hand, and more of a staff holding or grabbing hand on the left hand there. And so that is cool. And then she comes with another pair here, and there is another for alternate hands, casting a spell type hand, and another staff holding hand for the opposite hand. And then she comes with a third pair of hands, and they're balled up fisted hands, so she can punch her way out of a pinch. So that is really cool that she comes with 3 sets of hands instead of just 2. And then our Evil-Lyn also comes with an alternate head. And this alternate head is beautiful and is really cool looking. And we're going to take a look at it closer on her in just a few moments as we take a closer look at Evil-Lyn. Awesome. So this proves that Masters of the Universe Revelation Masterverse figures can come with a second head sculpt. Yay! That gives us hope for the future. Now let's take a look at Evil-Lyn's articulation. Taking a look at Evil-Lyn's articulation, let's take a look first at her head sculpt here. And it will first of all look up a good amount there. Look down all the way, and of course we'll go side to side, and she actually has some decent head pivoting action, which is better than most of them have had. Going to these arms here, she has true bicep swivel, and look at that thickness. I mean, she actually has some guns going on. Now, those of you that bothers, I'll show you in a minute in comparison. I've actually got some female action figures that have bigger guns than that, but I think it's fairly aesthetically pleasing. Maybe not as much if there had not been the double jointed elbow. It does take a little bit away from the aesthetics, just seeing that joint there somewhat, you know, in that respect. But still, I mean, think about it. We have bicep swivel and double jointed elbows that get excellent range. I mean, just look at that. Excellent range, plus some actual muscle tone and some definition going on there. That's just awesome. And that, you know, of course, that's a nice swiveling shoulder joint, and she gets better than 90 degrees on this action figure. I mean, she just has dynamic articulation, folks. I'm just telling you. Moving those arms out of the way, she also has something that classics females struggled with for a very long time. And even when they tried to improve it in the Club Grayskull line, she has wonderful diaphragm, just such a smooth. She's able to bend back that much. She's able to crunch forward that much. She does have swivel at the waist, and it doesn't break up too much here in the waist. You don't notice it that much, was another thing Classics suffered from. So wow, they made some really nice improvements here on this Evil-Lyn's body in relation to, you know, what we've had in the past. As far as moving down to these legs, you say, well, that skirt's going to get in the way. No, there's a split all the way up the side on this side as well as on this side, and so she's able to still get full splits here, even though she's got that tunic or that robe type looking outfit on. She's going to be able to kick better than 90 degrees there. She's able to kick back just a hair. She does have thigh swivel. Her legs does not get gummy when you separate them. They come back together fine. She has double jointed knees, yes sirree, looking great there. That's just excellent. She has boot cut, just like the fellas did, and she has the ability to go up with that foot about that far, and then all the way tiptoes like so, and excellent rocker joints, just beautiful, and that peg hole for stands in the bottom, which is always a nice touch. So wow, she has the goods when it comes to articulation. You can't really ask for much better, and she's able to strike just some really nice poses. This just really good. I mean, it's just amazing. I will cover this while we're looking at just specifics here. She has this little hook here that is like a belt, comes along the edge like she had in the series, and that's so that she can carry her wand or scepter type crystal ball there. She's able to carry it like so. So whether you want to put it that way or put it forward way somehow, she is able to carry that. I think it looks better when you lean it back personally. And so she is able to carry that. And you can see also while we're looking at that with that light shining in the back, matter of fact, that you can see that is translucent. When I shine the light through it here, it is transparent, translucent plastic. So that's just so cool there. And the fact that she can fit that in her little holder there, I mean, that's just a nice touch. Just a really nice touch. Like that a lot. Really cool. Now it's time for us to do some comparisons. The first comparison that we'll do is with another Evil-Lyn. And you can see this is the only classics one that I have. I don't have all of those, the Club Grayskull and the first version that they did of her with more of the yellow skin tone. I like this one because it looked more like the 2000X Evil-Lyn, and that's the Evil-Lyn for me. That's what I picture an Evil-Lyn being. I'm not that big into the real deep yellow skin personally. I know that was a Filmation thing, and usually I do gravitate toward Filmation, but she also came with a staff with a translucent type crystal ball at the top with white instead of the purple. She also has the cape, has no diaphragm at all, joint or ball joint or hinge or anything, no swivel at the waist, very limited articulation other than just a little bit at the arms and the legs, and she does have boot cut, and she has good rocker joints too in this version, unlike some of the females early on. But overall, I would say this one wins out. It is a little bit different of an interpretation, of course, based on new Netflix series. She does have more of a traditional outfit like this at the beginning of the show, so maybe we'll get that one too. I don't know, but I like this one. This is what she looked like more after Prince Adam and He-Man had died, and they went on the adventure, you know, and she kind of joined the good guys for a little bit, for a stint. So this is what she looked like. And so I think it's awesome that we get this variation of her. And of course, as we noticed earlier, you can remove this because it is broken early on in the show. So you can also have that version. Now, in the case of this, you can remove this top piece and put it on a smaller stick. In this case, so she can do the same thing. But in this case, we get two of them. So that's really cool with the translucent crystal ball at the top. So there you go. And it's also worthy to notice, which we already know this, that the now Teela had some in some of her variations, but most of the females did not have much of a muscle tone showing there, maybe a little bit of a rounded shoulder, but we're really getting some muscle. All right, let me show you what I mean. And as I was saying, I'm glad that they chose to make these action figures a little bit more muscular, give them some muscle tone, because in the Netflix Masters of the Universe Revelation series that's streaming now, they do have some muscularity showing. Now this custom She-Ra that I made here using a WWE China action figure, I was able to give her some muscular arms, She-Ra, and these muscular legs, and use some parts from the Masters of the Universe Classics She-Ra figure. And like I said, that's a custom head that someone made. So there are more muscular action figures out there, like She-Hulk. And but I'm glad that they, I mean, hey, everybody else in Masters of the Universe had muscles. Why can't the women, right? At least some, in scale. I mean, they're not as big as the men's on the show, but in the show, the series, they do have some muscularity. So I like it. They even have some tricep definition showing there. So I think that is very cool. And there is our new Evil-Lyn sporting her new head sculpt, which she does reveal near the end of part 1 in the series. So there she is beside our Masters of the Universe Revelation Skeletor, striking some really cool poses there using that diaphragm joint and double jointed knees. Just some poses that you're going to be able to get, even more dynamic than this, that we have not been able to ever do with any retail or even club membership version of action figures, whether it was vintage, whether it was 2000X, whether it was classics, and even origins. We're able to get better overall posability and articulation here, and I'm liking it a lot. And there is Evil-Lyn. Of course, I don't have an Andrea or a Teela action figure yet, but there's a scene that we have seen in the series similar. Now, she may have been wearing the helmet, but she did hold that Havoc staff ram head in her hand like that, and she did put it in that purse there. Obviously, it's not going to fit in this scale, but there's a custom Roboto. We did see a version of Roboto in the series, and then there is a Club Grayskull Filmation style merman, which is my favorite version of merman there. But anyway, there's a good picture of her. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. We're headed toward 1,000 subscribers, so help us out. We can do it. We're on track to be at 1,000 by next year this time, but hey, you could help us get there sooner. Let some folks know about our reviews and jump on board. We're excited about all that's happening in the MOTU universe and other action figures that we'll be reviewing soon. Take care and be blessed. Here's some photos of Evil-Lyn.